Oh, hey.
Hey, y'all. Hello.
Hi there.
What's up?
Hi. Hey.
What's up?
Hello.
We can start the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Diz Unlimited Podcast, episode 39. I hope you enjoyed that little ridiculous intro there. We pre-recorded that, so just a little behind the scenes. A tidbit for you. But anyway, this podcast is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They're experts helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip, and you help support the channel and all the content that we produce here. So check them out, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com, for a free, no-obligation quote today. It's also brought to you by our Patreon supporters. If you want to learn more about how you can get exclusive content from different members of the Diz team, you can head over to patreon.com/DizUnlimited. And if you're not aware, immediately following this show, we'll be doing a live Patreon post show. And if you're a listener, you had the treat of hearing that show, unfortunately, last week. And because I uploaded the wrong audio, and when you do that and people have this podcast set to download automatically, it will get that. So you have to, if you missed last week's show, delete the show and then re-download it. So you have another show just waiting for you up there. Anyway.
But if you liked it, now you can become a Patreon member.
Well, yeah. I guess, yeah.
Like
if you didn't like it, sorry for all the swearing. I did not swear a lot in that episode, but I did swear. Anyway, stop. I am Rhino, the executive producer and creative media manager here at the Diz, and I am joined by some absolutely wonderful people today. We have Dreams Unlimited travel agent Hannah Sanderson, sister Anderson.
Ooh, I have to say hello again.
Yeah, sorry.
Hello.
We have the incredible Dreams United Travel. Is that a competing business?
Oh.
Anyway, we have Teresa, the terrific Eccles.
The one to unite us all.
Hey.
Hey.
Change that up. I don't like
Hey.
it. Teresa the Terrific. Sounds like
Teresa
a
the
cartoon.
Terrible?
No.
Which one are you today?
Just, I don't know.
Just
Teresa
Teresa.
the
We'll see.
Conqueror.
Just
Just
Teresa.
Teresa. And then, of course, we have the newest member of our team, theme park correspondent, Chloe Fears Nothing Ferreira.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Debbie was sick, so the union sent me.
She did it.
I messed it up. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I don't. It's too late. The camera switched off you.
It's from the Muppet
Before we get
Pre-Show.
too far into the show, I just want to say hi to our live the chatters in the chat on YouTube as well. Thanks for being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button and double check to make sure that you're subscribed. Okay. And if you're gonna want to click that bell so you get notified whenever we upload content, because some of us are going to be out at D23 this weekend, and we're going to be doing a bunch of shows. Probably one for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the very least. A little video of the floor, stuff like that, anything and everything. And if you have questions and you're in the chat during that D23 time, that would be a great time to be in the chat, because then you can ask us questions in the moment. But yeah, I'm excited for that. If you notice, we're all dressed a little bit spooky today, because this Friday marks the official start of the Halloween season here in Central Florida. I personally started celebrating July 5th. I don't know about the rest of you, but
I started July 3rd.
you started the 3rd?
Yeah.
Boo to you and your family.
Yeah. Boo to you. Correct. What about you, Teresa? Where do you stand on the Halloween season?
Well, I'm about half decorated at home at the moment.
Oh.
That's our girl.
When I went on my summer road trip and I was purchasing Halloween items, Halloween decorations, they came home and immediately went out. I never put them away. So I just kind of,
Smart.
kind of ticks my husband off. But
Listen, I'll leave them. Some people are like, oh, you left up your Halloween stuff. And I'm like, no, girl. That's all year round stuff. The spider webs and stuff, I'll take those down, whatever.
When you dust.
But, well, it's like
yes, I was going to say, when you clean.
Yeah,
Once a year.
jokes
Spring
on you.
cleaning.
You can't clean a house. So for me though, I like to leave like the Christmas lights up all year round too.
I
Not
have
like
a
the
tree.
but
I have a alpine tree in my living room at all time in the corner.
you redecorate based on the holiday, right?
based on the holiday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned that
So it
about
can be
you
Valentine.
today,
It can be. Yeah.
and it just like you're
Wait,
my girl now.
So what are
Yeah.
the decorations switching from to right now?
Right now, summer, spring decorations. Pastels and all.
you
Now we're
have
going
to
into
do
the
is
spookier season.
Yeah.
Summerween.
So the tree is Halloween at the moment, and the dining room's half Halloween. And this morning, last night when you said we were doing this today, and I had to find my Halloween headpieces,
I mean, I love your headpiece.
I had to bring out the big bins. So
Did
my
you-
husband came home from work and he's like, "Oh no, it's too early." I said, "No, it's not. We're into August.
Yeah.
I got to get at least 2 full
October.
months of Halloween."
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I
And then
agree.
November 1st, it becomes Christmas.
So I'm okay with people when they switch November 1st, but for me it's like when Halloween Horror Nights ends, and I think it's like November 3rd or the 4th this year. I think it's the 4th. And it's like
Purist.
then I'm like, I like the transitional period of being like, okay, we can do like Thanksgiving leads me into Christmas because it's kind of like very like, the bloodbath of the pilgrims that's still kind of Halloween-y, right
Whoa,
into
whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
I'm from Plymouth, Massachusetts. We can say that.
No, I got some
I'm from
questions about
Carver.
this. Do you decorate like for fall, for Thanksgiving,
No,
in between
honey.
Halloween? You just
honey,
leave
I
up.
didn't mean to say honey.
Honey?
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
girl.
okay, girl. Yeah, I don't know
Girl.
why I'm in that mode. But
Because
you're
we're in
welcome.
it now, baby. We can't go back.
Can we make it a thing where we just call each other honey and baby and like all
Sweetie.
those? Like,
Honey,
hey,
baby.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like, but not in a condescending way. It's in like a loving way.
How is it?
Yeah. Whenever
I
I
would
say
be
it's
calling you
loving.
Bunny then.
that's
When I'm in a
cute.
loving mood, and I would say, like with my daughter, I texted her last night, "Bunny, come in here," and
Yeah.
she,
What about with your
Hop
husband?
to it, bunny.
my husband,
Yeah.
he's just Bud.
We get
Yeah.
the words that she calls her husbands we'll save for the after show.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's not his. And we'll talk about what I just purchased for my husband. At Home
Oh,
Depot.
Oh. Yeah, we got a little taste of that.
All right, so this is going to be the perfect segue into our first topic today. There's a lot of segues. I actually spent a lot of time on this. So last week we talked
That's
about
brag.
the foodie guide for Magic Kingdom that included both Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party exclusives and the everyday, all-day items that you're going to find at the Magic Kingdom. Well, guess what we've got for you today?
What?
Thanks for guessing. I was going to be upset if no one said what. We have the foodie guide for Halloween at Walt Disney World. Big emphasis here, resorts. I'm doing the Jiminy Glick thing again. Teresa,
Can't
what do
help
you
it.
think of Halloween? Do you love it?
You are him.
Wow.
Why is John Voight
What
so
was that?
angry?
Do you love it? It's like they all float down here. What the heck
What
was
makes
that?
John Voight so angry? I don't need an answer. Sorry. Have you not seen that? Okay, we're watching it after this. The Jiminy Glick
Yes.
interviewing Sean
Martin
Hayes
Short.
and Bill Hader.
No, I have not seen
Oh
it.
my God!
Oh,
Get
man.
ready to pee your pants laughing, but please, I'll put the tarp down before. Don't pee in my office.
I have a tote.
All right. Well, this week we are talking about the release of the 2024 Halloween Foodie Guide for Walt Disney World Resorts. And like I said, emphasis on the resorts because we still don't know what we're going to have at the other parks. Disney Springs, we are waiting with bated breath over here.
Hollywood Studios.
Ghost breath.
Where's the pumpkin spice cannoli at Pizza Rizzo
Is that a thing?
from a few years ago?
Yeah, it
Not
was.
recently.
They also had a
You and this
seasonal
cannoli.
cocktail.
Hannah too. Hannah loves that pumpkin spice
I do.
cannoli.
I can attest to
It
it.
ain't just
Can
me.
we just call you Pumpkin Spice Cannoli for the
Yeah,
rest
I
of the
might
season?
change my Instagram name.
Chloe
All time.
Pumpkin
You basic,
Spice
huh?
Chloe
Cannoli.
Pumpkin Spice Cannoli.
Love that for you,
I get
baby.
that a lot.
Thank you.
No, I don't know. When I say it, it feels a little sexist. Sorry. I'm just going to apologize. We don't have an HR
all right, babe.
department, but
It's all right.
we'll make one. Anyway, so these Halloween treats that we're going to talk about today are going to be available at the resort hotels beginning Friday, August 9th through October 31st. We're going to get into it. I'm going to read through a lot of them. I tried to condense it as much as possible. And at the end, when I'm done going through it all, if you guys, when you see one, point it out. But we don't have to have like a whole long conversation about it. And I swear to God, if we have a 3-minute conversation about a cupcake,
No.
I don't know what I'm
These
gonna
are just
do.
the
I will
resorts, not
scream
just,
into my
but-
screaming pillow.
That's
These
what
are,
we
these
do
are for
here.
the resorts.
That's
This
what
is
we
what
do here,
we do.
scream into the pillow.
a big part.
No,
of
we
stuff.
talk about cupcakes.
Yeah. Well, Hannah did. It was brownies. It wasn't cupcakes.
I made some Dolly Parton brownies today. Double
Some
D.
eyeball
Yeah, I'm excited to
sprinkles.
try that.
Ooh, I'm gonna have one when I'm alone later. Is
Oh,
that okay?
yeah.
What? What are you laughing at? I was just gonna about call you the B word.
Disagree.
Bunny, what are you laughing at?
Yeah, that's why I'm worried that the nicknames is going to lead to how I actually give people nicknames in real life. There's going to be a lot of bad words. Anyway, let's do it. Ready? I labeled
Yeah.
them all, but this screen is so tiny, I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to click them correctly. At All-Star Movies Resort, at the world premiere food court, you'll find the Monster Cupcake, which is a chocolate cupcake with a ghoulish swirl of vanilla buttercream, and it's plant-based. All right, at Disney's All-Star Music
Boring.
Resort, inside of Intermission
Intermission.
food court.
Intermission.
That's the tomato version of it. Intermission shoot. Food court. And at Disney's All-Star Sports Resort, inside the End Zone food court, you're going to find that Monster Cupcake as well as chicken adobo nachos, which have never looked better in this photo. They're blue corn tortilla chips with grilled chicken adobo, toasted pumpkin seeds, dried cranberries, roasted corn pico, and a zesty pumpkin cheese sauce, finished with a cilantro, lime, crema, and yellow corn tortilla chips.
Oh, that's
Those
what
are-
that is. I wonder
that's
what that
new
was on
this
the
year.
top.
Those look good, but they don't look as good as the loaded mini corn dog nuggets from Casey's Corner.
Okay.
Also, can you imagine an all-star resort? That thing's going to be a hot mess.
Well, over at Disney's Art of Animation Resort, located inside of Landscape of Flavors, you're going to find those chicken adobo nachos as well, the Monster Cupcake, and this adorable fellow, the Whoopie Monster, which is apple and caramel whoopie pie with marshmallow buttercream.
I'm interested.
So cute. So cute. Very
That's cute.
interested. Yeah.
That's cute.
Over at Disney's Beach Club Resort at Beach Club Marketplace, you'll find the Captain Hook cookie, which is described as vanilla sablé with strawberry jam, peanut butter ganache, buttercream, and chocolate decor. So
Looks like a dessert
PB&J.
taco.
It's pretty. It should have been a Choco Taco.
Yeah.
All right.
I do love a whoopie pie, though.
I love a whoopie pie.
I do love a whoopie
These
pie.
are cute.
At Disney's Boardwalk, inside of the Boardwalk Deli, they've got the Mickey Cinnamon Roll, end of
Boring.
description, and the Halloween Mummy Cupcake, which is spiced vanilla cupcake
Muppy?
with apple compote
Okay.
and milk chocolate mousse. Chocolate
Muppy
apple.
cupcake? What'd you say?
Mummy Cupcake.
Oh, they said Muppy.
What did I say? Lumpy?
Muppy.
They said Muppy.
Muppy.
I kind of like that one.
I like Muppy.
Muppy.
No Mickey Muppy.
At Disney's Boardwalk Inn over at Carousel Coffee, you're going to find the Halloween Macaron Trio, which is pumpkin spice milk chocolate, green apple caramelia, chocolate. I don't know if that was written correctly or if my computer didn't like the copy and paste. Blood orange dark chocolate is the third one on there. There's also the pumpkin sugar cookie, a tie-dyed Halloween sugar cookie with buttercream, and they also
Is there a
have
picture
the
for
Mickey
that?
cinnamon roll as well. It is coming up later. For some reason, they didn't have one for that. But hey.
Ooh, what's that jumbly thing? With
Oh,
the
I
little...
know. Don't you worry. That's on that. I'm actually pretty excited.
That's on
for
my
that.
list. Yeah.
That looks good.
But hey, guess what you're going to find at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort at the Centertown Mackin' and Spyglass Grill? That
Whoa.
monster cupcake. The end. Okay, so these two
Okay.
pictured here. Let's grab a monorail, head over to Disney's Contemporary Resort to one of our
Oh,
favorites.
yeah.
I said that really sarcastically.
But
No.
they do have good desserts.
Well,
Good
at
thing for
Contempo
them.
Cafe, you're going to find a Haunted Forest Apple Mousse. Okay, so if
Wow.
you're watching this, that's the one on the left there. The green cake with cookies and cream mousse and sour apple mousse as well.
Ooh,
That's
that-
not a good
that might be a
combo.
bit
Ugh.
Yeah,
too much.
I don't know how I feel about that
Pack
one.
your
But they also
Tums.
have that Halloween mummy cupcake as well. But if we're going to get real bougie, we're going to pop over to Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa at Gasparilla Island Grill.
Ooh, that got so
I feel like Moira Rose right now with
What
these
the
syllables.
heck was that?
You're going to
Fruit
find
wine.
the Haunted Forest Apple Mousse, Halloween Mummy Cupcake, and get this, a pumpkin cranberry muffin. Hello, nurse.
Give
Oh,
me
yes.
that.
I know
I'm on
it's
board with
basic.
that.
I want it. I
need that today.
Listen,
Okay.
pumpkin, cranberry.
Wait, is
two of
that
my
the thing
favorite
with
things.
blueberries on it?
No, those are cranberries.
Those are
girl.
cranberries.
They are blue. in
puffed
this
up with
picture.
air.
Well,
They do look like blueberries or cherries.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm gonna eat it.
It looks
Well,
fresh.
I'll
we've
wreck
got
it.
another stop on that monorail loop, and that's Disney's Polynesian Village Resort at Captain Cook's. You're going to find the Halloween Mummy Cupcake and the Haunted Forest Apple Mousse. So everywhere on that monorail loop there. Upstairs at Kona Island, you're going to find the super cute Vampire Stitch Cake, which is chocolate cake with raspberry ice cream cone buttercream.
Oh, he's gonna look like he's
Sounds
bleeding.
interesting. Oh, I'm into that.
So it's stitched with fangs. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Unhinged.
it is a very cute cake, though.
It is.
Outside those double doors in the lobby at the Pineapple Lanai, there's something I'm actually really interested in, and I think, Kenna, you're going to be into this too, and that's this Mickey Pumpkin Soft Serve. It's pumpkin spice flavored soft serve and coconut hapia with caramel drizzle, graham cracker crumbs, and white chocolate Mickey-shaped pumpkin. Mama,
Make
Give
that.
me-
make
give me that.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm good for
I
that
want that one
Yeah.
for sure. At Disney's Pop Century Resort and everything pop shopping and dining, you're going to find, what's that? The Whoopie
What's
Monster.
this?
Some of them I'm going to be reading, and there's no photos of it, so you guys don't have to point that out every time either. I have a problem right now.
Oh, there's something. What's that? Oh, he's going down.
Emergency problem. Oh. Fantastic. Well, we lost the mics and the computer I was going to die for a second. That's why I dived under this table because I must have kicked out the thing here. So I'm just going to double check really quick. Bear with me here.
Thanks for bearing with us.
Whatever.
Marion.
Can you guys talk for a second
Yes.
while I just leave this on here?
What shall we talk about?
Is the picture up?
How do you feel so far about everything we saw?
The pumpkin flavored things look good.
We do. Okay, so I'm with Chloe. I'm waiting for like the in-park stuff.
Yeah.
Because I feel like couple years ago they had really good stuff at Hollywood Studios. They had that ice cream sundae. They had like an apple cider cocktail. They had the pumpkin cannoli. So that's really what I'm waiting for.
Me too.
And if everyone in the chat could just let me know, are we still sounding like we're talking through our microphones, or does this sound like it's out in the air right now? Just give me a heads up, because the soundboard shut off for a second. We're still working on...
Out in the air.
Need some new supplies here.
Are we out in the air?
Out in the air. I just they can hear us just fine. Perfect.
But you know what I like
Great.
about? I'm going to continue talking.
Please
even though
do.
you said
Yeah.
it.
I would love you. Well, I do
What
love you.
they I like about having the choices at the resort is that's what you pick up on your way back to your room.
Oh, true.
You know, for your snackage when you're alone
very
in your
true.
room.
There's nothing better than doing that and like laying in your big resort bed watching like Mickey cartoons or Hocus Pocus,
Right.
devouring a sweet
Or just hiding in the bathroom while your family's out on the beds and you're
Yeah.
eating, you're mass consuming your
Yeah.
pumpkin.
I call that shame eating.
No,
I
that's
shame
called I'm
It's-
not sharing.
Well, it's what
Mama
I do
ain't
with
No,
a,
I don't share,
a
no.
bag of Fritos, and I stare out the window and think about my life.
In
That's
the
shame
bathroom at
eating?
Disney,
Yeah.
They don't have
No,
windows
not in
in
the
those
bathroom.
bathrooms.
No, in my house.
It's not
every day.
I'm not
yeah.
ashamed that I'm eating alone. I just don't want to share.
Oh, no, I'm not ashamed about eating alone. I'll be ashamed that I ate the whole bag of Fritos. I'm talking family-size bag. Anyway,
Right.
I won't eat the whole thing. That would make me sick. Anyway.
Sounds like you did.
Okay, perfect. Let's get back into it here.
Let's talk about these beignets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we need
we've been
those.
looking for a reason to get back over to Disney's
Scat
Port
Cat.
Orleans. The Scat Cat Club has those boozy beignets that we like. And guess what? They're also getting the ghoulish beignets, which are Mickey-shaped beignets dusted with cookies and cream, powdered sugar, and a ghoulish marshmallow creme drizzle.
Nice.
Right next door at Saskagoola, as Hannah calls it, Floatworks and Food Factory. They will
from
also
there.
have the Monster Cupcake, which you're going to find at Disney's Port Orleans Riverside at the Riverside Mill Food Court as well. Let me give you a new photo so you can stop looking at these beignets. There are those
There are those
macarons.
macarons.
Oh, those are
There
pretty.
they are.
And
that
look
cookie.
at that cookie.
Is
yeah.
that a cookie or a
At
whoopie? That's
at
cute.
Disney's Riviera Resort inside Le Petit Cafe. Le Petit Cafe. You're going to find that Halloween macaron trio. And at Disney's Wilderness Lodge inside Roaring Fork, they've got the Haunted Apple Forest Mousse and the Halloween Mummy Cupcake. I was hoping for a spooky drink at Territory Lounge, but not all our Halloween wishes can come
Hey,
true.
they used to have it was a margarita trio for not at Territory but out at oh my gosh, why am I forgetting the name of Geyser Point for Halloween last year, and it was very good. So fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Back
well,
to you.
at Disney's Yacht Club Resort inside the market at Ale and Compass, you're going to find that Captain Hook cookie as well. That's it. We've got like 2 more photos to go through here. So brace yourself here. These are super cute. At
what are
Disney's
those?
Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground over in Trails End Restaurant, there is a super cute, spooky mini cookies and dipping cream. So these are Halloween sugar cookies with dipping icing, and you're also going to find that pumpkin sugar cookie we spoke about.
Oh my
before,
gosh,
too.
I have those cookie
These are
cutters.
cute,
I
right?
need to make these.
Yeah,
so
these I love that.
cute.
Yeah.
So I had these last year. Not as good as they look.
No, they're just cute.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it would be better to have the shapes, a regular sugar cookie, and then frost them in colors. I do not like
Dipping.
colored
Yeah.
dough.
Don't make me
Oh,
do
yeah,
yeah,
you know,
true.
the dough. I'm just,
Yeah.
Don't make me do the work.
maybe
vacation.
do them.
I'm on vacation.
Just frost.
Well,
them.
we
Maybe a
have
bowl
Do your
of
job.
We have drinks too. There
Oh.
are.
Hey, I'll be happy.
These are you'll find at various lounges, pool bars, and table service restaurants. There is the Sea Witch Brew, which is Lunazel Rosposado Tequila, blackberry puree, and sour mix topped with fresh blackberries. This is new this year again. The Dumela Margarita. It's Patron Silver Tequila, Louis M. Martini Cabaret Sauvignon, Contro Liqueur, Triple Sec Liqueur, sour mix, lime juice, black cypress salt, and lime. So I have talked too much at this point, so please tell me, is there any of these that you have your eyes on out there? Do you have anything that you're hoping to get or anything like that? No? Nothing striking your fancy? They're all right.
They're
right?
pretty. I mean,
I think the beignets from Scat Cats Club for sure.
I kind of want that apple mousse just because it was so good. It looks so cool.
I know, but it's cookies and cream
I
and
know.
sour apple. Like that's.
it's
I'm
pretty,
too
but I
old
don't
for
like
that,
the flavors
you know?
together. I think
not gonna
the
be good.
pumpkin ice cream, was it the Polynesian?
Oh,
Yes, I think
That looked really good.
I think
Yeah.
that one's going to be like my number one.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. But again, like I said, we still don't know what they're going to have at like Disney Springs. I don't know what they're going to have at the theme park. So I'm hoping that some of these like other locations get the fun drinks. Like, like there's plenty of places down there where you can get fun snacks and whatever
Yeah.
and things. But
I'm surprised the two cocktails that they released are both tequila based, because like not every, I mean, I like tequila just fine, but not everybody does. So I would like to see an apple cider or something. That would be nice.
Tequila doesn't scream fall, autumn, or Halloween to me.
Maybe in Florida.
So
I don't know.
bourbon, I would say, or something, because I feel like I always do that with a cider or something.
It's a nice late summer option.
Yeah.
So
There you
technically,
go.
late summer ween beverage tequila.
Summer ween.
summer
It's
ween.
Summer ween.
Well, we are going to be going from one holiday to the next, so brace yourself.
Wait, what holiday are you going to now?
Just
Arbor
watch.
Day.
Ready?
Just
Boom.
kidding.
Hey, before you do that, let me talk about the Halloween
Oh,
tickets.
yeah. I'm sorry, Teresa. You're right. I forgot to put
Yeah.
a nice little insert in
You
here for you.
did.
Hey, Teresa. What's up with the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party? Why am I talking like Bill Cosby selling Jello Pops?
I don't know
That's not
what the
good.
heck that
That-
was,
no,
but I didn't
no,
care for
can't
it,
do
and
that.
I found it offensively
I found it
scary.
offensive,
so please
but-
stop. No, I was thinking about for myself doing a little staycation and going over and staying a couple days. And during the Halloween party, I haven't got tickets yet. There's still a lot of availability.
I'd
I
like it
know.
if you came with me.
Really?
Yeah.
When you going?
The week after the 16th, whatever that
It's
one is.
sold out.
Which month?
It's sold
The
out.
23rd.
We are not
August.
going on the 23rd.
Of September?
We're going whenever I can buy the tickets. That's the day we're going. Yeah.
Okay, so
No,
September.
not of September. It was August. It was October.
Oh,
August.
October?
Jeez. Sorry, Teresa.
I think the
you go.
24th and the 25th are still open in October. Did that sell out? As of last night, there was still September 2nd, 6th, 8th, 10th, 15th, 17th, 20th, and so forth through the month. The last two in August are still available.
That's good.
The rest of August is sold out, which totally freaked me out. Why are people wanting to go earlier?
I know.
I know,
I'm
that's
having a
weird.
tough time.
I think
The
that weird. I
tickets are
want
a
to.
little
It's
cheaper.
still a little too hot for me.
Yeah, and the thing with, especially right now, I mean, we saw it this weekend, is that the rain the last couple of weeks has just been insane, and now it's like
And
wet,
maybe it's the
and
pricing.
like,
I know as you get farther in, September starts out at $119. As you go through, ending September at $139, October starts at $169 and ends at $199. So, but I was just looking at availability at some of the resorts, and I was doing it for 2 adults. So there's still availability at Pop Century and Caribbean Beach, Art of Animation. You can still get a room. I'm talking room only. I didn't add tickets on it.
Because I'm sorry, if you're staying at a resort, some of those sold out nights they still have availability, like right? Because
I was looking. So like
they keep tickets.
the
for
dates
hotel
I looked
guests, right?
for September 13th to the 16th, Pop
Yeah.
Century, 2 adults, $830 for the room only, and there's a party that's available in that time frame.
Okay.
920 to 922, also Pop Century in a preferred room, 2 nights for $612. That's just the room only. That's not your party tickets. On into September, same dates, 920 to 922, Caribbean Beach, 2 adults, standard 5th sleeper is available for about $825. And then if you go into October, a little bit more expensive. Riverside, 2 adults for 3 nights was a little over $1,000. Art of Animation also was a little over $1,000. But All Star Music in September I found for $7.79 for 3 nights. So, if you just want to come in for the weekend, maybe you show up on Friday, go to the party Friday night, and then be home for work on Monday. I think that's a good option. I think
My
that's
family and I did that several times before moving here, where it was we just want to come down and
you don't necessarily need a park ticket if you're you're just coming down for that. Then you can spend the rest of the time Disney Springs, or
you can get in at 4 p.m. for the Halloween party.
Right. So
I
think that's a good option to just to come down for the party and
We have friends, Ross and Lana, friends of the show, and they basically have mastered that sort of like get on a plane on Friday, get on the plane on Sunday night situation, and they go, and it's what they like to do. And they're basically like, well, we spend this amount of money from where they are and the airline they fly and how they do it, because they're like DVC people, but also if you're watching these Halloween, if you're watching the hotel deals and stuff like that, you could do this where it's like, I found a flight home, round trip from Boston to Orlando for in Delta Comfort. So, right under first class for under $300 round trip.
Oh, wow.
And I was like,
Okay.
I have never flown
That's
that
pretty
cheap
good.
in Delta Comfort that way. So that's
Delta
where I was
Comfort's
just
usually $500-$600
more. I think
yeah.
first class, because I was just curious, where I was like, how much would first class be if this is it? And it was $600 round trip.
Wow.
And I was like, do I want to fly first class? And I was like, that's another flight though, because I'm one of those people. I'm like,
right.
You
But
get
I think if
upgraded.
you're coming down, if you want to stay at a resort, go to the Halloween party, and then maybe go to the resorts for dinner and try some of these snackages we just saw. I mean, and
Yeah.
drinks. If you're with Hannah, drink,
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
Yeah,
I'll
pretty
take you
much
around.
anytime,
Call me.
yeah.
Anyway, I just want to throw that out
No,
there.
I
No,
appreciate
that's
that.
great.
Thank you, Teresa. I was actually thinking, Teresa told me she was going to do that before we started the show, and I was like, perfect, because I literally, when I was falling asleep last night, I wrote this, and I finished prepping the show at 1:30 in the morning.
Wait, was this before or after you said, I'll call you in 5 minutes, and then you never called me?
It was after I said I would call you in 5 minutes. I had started
It was
prepping
the longest
the show
I
already.
stayed awake till midnight
It's
waiting for
been-
that
yeah.
5-minute call.
Wow.
Well, yeah. So I finished prepping the show at 1:30, and I was like, okay, I should have
Okay.
added a thing about Halloween party in here. And so I'm glad that you're here to help us out here. And
That's
if
what
they
I'm here
wanted
for,
to
son.
book any of these quick sort of getaways, how could they get in touch with you?
Well, my email address is teckles@dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. That's teckles@dreamsunlimitedtravel.com.
Teresa the Tickler Eccles.
I love that.
Teckles. Yeah. And I am the only agent that does not have my first name in my email.
Oh, wow.
Everyone
yeah.
else, you're Hannah.
I am. I'm Hannah.
Kathy's
Dreams
Kathy.
Unlimited.
Everybody's, but I got T. Eccles.
Okay, well, my
Teckles.
email is rhino. My last name, and I was like, how many rhinos do they think are going to end up working
And I'm
here?
just Chloe.
Yeah,
Just
At
Chloe.
Disney
I'm
Info.
jealous because
So I'm Teckles.
they did create a forwarding email for me that's just Rhino now. So I don't want to tell
It
you.
says
Well,
just
now
Rhino?
everyone knows my email. Great. Anyway, all right, we got a lot more to talk about. So let's
That's cute. He thinks people are going to email him.
let's
Right.
hop
I
on
know, I
the
was like,
sleigh.
wait. So
Oh,
sweet.
unfortunately, they do. Let's hop on the sleigh. I didn't even know this was a thing. I don't know if any of you had heard of this, but
Yeah.
apparently you can have breakfast with Santa. Yeah, Santa.
I know him.
Breakfast with Santa at Mario and Enzo's in Disney Springs is already available for reservations. There's multiple dates are available from December 14th to December 24th with seating times of 9:30, 9:45, and 10 a.m. Santa's got a tight schedule this time of year, okay? So here's the description from the
He's
site.
eating breakfast all morning at all these different times.
Yeah,
He's
you got to
gearing
work
up
on
for
that
that
figure.
cookie binge.
So start with a festive breakfast feast in our elegant dining room overlooking Lake Buena Vista with take-home treats for the kids and a complimentary Prosecco mimosa for the adults. Then meet Santa Claus and take a keepsake photo with him and his elves. Apparently there's going to be carolers here as well. So this family-style breakfast with Santa menu includes pastry basket, yogurt parfait, fruit platter, pancakes, scrambled eggs, apple smoked bacon, sausage, tater tots, and because obviously there's people need beverages in the morning as well. It includes coffee, hot tea, juice, hot chocolate, of course, because how can
hot
you meet Santa
chocolate.
without hot chocolate? And one classic mimosa for 21 and ups. The breakfast ranges in price from $45 to $79, according to their website. Have any of you done this?
No.
I almost did it last year, and it does sell out. So if you're
Does it?
interested, it does. Yeah,
we did
it's very
breakfast with the
popular.
Grinch years ago, which I
yeah.
enjoyed.
Craig and I
enjoy
kept
that
saying
more.
we were going to do it again, so he don't work here no more, so guess what?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, ladies.
Should we all go?
Yeah.
We for
should-
sure.
Yeah.
I would
with
love
Santa?
to
The Grinch.
see.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
Santa Grinch.
Oh, Santa.
Oh, Santa
No,
or
the
Grinch?
Grinch.
At Universal.
She just brought up
Yeah.
the Grinch. That's
Yeah,
why
I
said
was
I
just
wanted to
thinking
do it.
breakfast with. I mean,
No, breakfast with you, Teresa, and also the Grinch, because I think the interaction between the two of you would
you
be
know,
the
when
Christmas
we
present
went,
that I
it
never knew I
was
wanted.
so fun because my son's name is Max.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
And he pulled Max in his chair. It's on our website. There's videos of it. Pulled him all over the place. And he'd yell out, Max. And
Yeah.
Max.
Grinch is the best.
I got a picture with Max last year. It was great.
Cute.
Oh, I love him.
Okay, so hang on to your. No, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Hang on to
Okay,
your
come back to me.
butts.
Come back to me. So
So breakfast with Santa.
I got it. Here's the thing: Santa uses a sleigh to deliver his gifts, and Disney Cruise Line uses a ship. Nailed it. Boom. You've been segued. Okay, so Disney Cruise Line has
I wonder it
announced.
takes them
Yes,
so long to get this shit ready. Oh,
I know. The ship. The ship. Holy ship. What did you say, Teresa? Disney Cruise Line has announced the themes of 3 of the lounges that will be on board the Disney Destiny. The new spaces will showcase some of Disney's most legendary schemers, scoundrels, and specters, along with a formidable crew of Disney villains at sea. Photo 12 is what I wrote in my script, and that is what we're looking at. So I'm going to go through
it's like
those.
Annie, drop page.
Yeah, I wrote with accent here. No, I didn't. But so we've
Say
got
it with an accent.
What?
You said say it with an accent.
No, I didn't. I didn't really write it. It's just how I talk, unfortunately, like a cartoon character. I
All
think
right,
my
hit
mom
it.
left me near an open window when I was a baby. We have DeVille's Piano Bar that will feature the fabulously over-the-top villain Cruella DeVille from Walt Disney Animation Studios' 101 Dalmatians and the acclaimed 2021 live-action film Cruella, which I loved. Inside, guests can listen to live music being played on a spotted piano while enjoying martinis, cocktails, wines, or Bubbles as a nightcap. I don't know who Bubbles is, but I don't know if I want that. The Hollywood Regency-inspired adult-exclusive lounge will capture Cruella's infamous flair for style and boldly wicked attitude. Its decor is adorned in her signature color palette of red, black, and white. Guests can unwind and style amid sultry tunes from the piano. Hello. Enjoying trendy martinis, chic cocktails, and glamorous wines and champagnes. One side of DeVille's will offer an open view into the grand hall, inviting guests to relax with a drink while enjoying a prime view of the ship's main gathering space. What do we think of this place?
I'm very excited for this one. This is like the Wish's Nightingale's piano bar, and I loved the
Can
imaginative
you
drinks.
remind
they
me where that is,
had
like
there.
located on the Wish?
It's off the Grand Hall. It's like
So the Grand
next
Hall
to-
is like where you'd come on the ship, right? The big
Yes.
atrium. Yeah.
So when you go upstairs to deck 5, I think. Or
is it the
deck 4,
long, slender room?
No, there's like a huge glass pane. It's 2 different.
I know where it is now. I
Okay.
remember. Okay.
And then it's like just beyond it is the Star Wars Lounge.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now I
In the
know.
bayou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Bayou's in the middle of it all.
Yeah.
But I love the cocktails at Nightingale, so I'm excited to see what they come up with for this one. And I love that they're basing it off of it does say after the 2021 live action, but the classic. What?
Yeah. Though it was a comment. Someone said Rhino was secretly born in Toontown
Yes,
Oh.
that's very
from
accurate.
Cool World.
That's very accurate. But the spotted piano and the silhouette
Probably.
of Cruella in the window is like the original villain, and I love
Yeah.
that they're tapping back into more of the classic look of that. And yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm excited as a dog person. Like we're getting the Aristocats
I'm
lounge.
excited for the dog murderer to be on the ship as a dog person.
Oh, maybe that's good. Yeah, wait a second. Maybe I'm going to flip my argument here. So we're getting the Aristocats lounge,
Yeah.
which celebrates cats,
Yay.
and then we're getting a Cruella lounge, which is about murdering dogs. So,
Yeah.
and I'm a dog person.
Somebody at Disney does not like dogs.
Perhaps.
Teresa, what are your thoughts, by the way? Were you excited for the Aristocats
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like historically, Teresa loves cats.
I do. Chloe,
She has
how
the
do you
largest
feel
cat.
about cats?
I love cats too.
Do you?
I now have a Chihuahua, but I've had cats in the past. So
I'm sorry. Okay.
No, incorrect.
hi, Teresa. Nice to meet you.
Everybody.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
I'm going to move your
I
seats
like-
away from each other after the show.
Rare.
No, I'm excited for both. I love the fact that we're going back to old
Yeah.
60s,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
what I grew up with before you children were even born. And I love it all. You know, I'm sorry you're a dog person.
A small dog person.
I know.
A small dog person.
You know this
I
about
love
me.
cats.
You love me
Do you?
anyways.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep going because we have a ton more to talk
We do
about
have a
here. There was not a photo shared for this next one, so it's just my face right now.
We'll
which
look at
is,
you then.
Please, right at me. Direct eye contact. Maintain.
I am?
Maintain.
Okay.
So anyway, this next one is called Cask and Cannon, a unique watering hole that will showcase iconic characters and scenes from Pirates of the Caribbean attractions at Disney theme parks worldwide. The vibe boasts an eclectic and cozy atmosphere with treasures the pirates have obtained, read, pillaged, and pilfered during their many voyages. The menu will include specialty and vintage rums, Chloe, vintage, in addition to a sampling of exclusive bootleg brews
Ooh,
that
love
will
those
be
bootlegs.
served directly from a barrel, just like pirates do. That's fun.
Wow.
No
Yeah.
photo,
Fun.
and I wonder if they're going to share concept art this weekend at D23
I-
because there's a couple of locations like this
Maybe
where they
pirates
don't have
will
any
show
info.
up with kegs of
Oh,
beverage.
shoot.
Oh, if
Okay.
they
Free
just-
beer for everyone.
They're just
Right,
passing out
yeah.
little barrels like St. Bernard's in the snowstorms.
Yeah,
to
why do you think
everybody.
I'm going to D23? Hello.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's wild to me how many ships there are, how many theme parks there are, the
Right.
popularity of Pirates of the Caribbean, the film franchise, the attractions. This is like the first Pirates bar we
There should
have.
be a bar on every ship, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, hello, it's a ship in the water, and they have a pirate night. So this seems like one of those where I was like, way overdue.
Well,
way
that's where
overdue.
everybody's going to be on Pirate.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, yo ho.
Can I express
call
a
me?
quick concern? I'm worried the theme is not going to be as over the top as I would like. Like, I feel like it's going to look like Keg and Compass on the Wish, just with a little bit of artwork and stuff. Like, I want it to feel like I'm in a pirate slayer, and I'm not sure we're going to get that, but we'll see.
Oh, I hope so. I hope there's pirates mulling about and,
Yeah.
you know. I
Slinging
hope it's
drinks.
not just topical stuff. I want it to be
Yeah.
very interactive.
Yeah, I'd like it for it to be like
I want to
more
feel a
literal.
little dirty, like the pirates are right there with you. You know?
Oh.
Well, you know
I
what
want
I mean.
someone to shove me.
Right?
Steal my change.
You know, peg leg bartender come in.
Yeah. I want to be shivved.
I want to be pillaged from
Yeah.
my drink.
I don't want to say the
Yeah.
word that also
Yeah,
goes with
right.
pirates because it's getting a little too risky. On
Yeah.
that note, let's talk about the other people coming hitching a ride here. Nailed it. Finally, and I'm assuming because the feedback was massive from its inclusion on the Disney Treasure, we have Haunted Mansion Parlor. After making their debut on the Disney Treasure, the 999 happy haunts on Disney Parks lore will materialize of Disney Parks lore. I can't read. Will materialize in the Haunted Mansion Parlor on board the Disney Destiny. This lounge will evoke the ambiance of a first-class drawing room from the golden age of classic cruise liners. The variety of exclusive merchandise inspired by the bar will be for sale and in shops around the ship. Because obviously, I feel like that was a big feedback thing as well, that people were like, oh, give me that mug. Disney
Yep,
Cruise
all of
Line
us here.
says, and I quote, the venue will follow the nostalgic art style of the 1969 Disney Parks classic, blending humor with Disney's distinct brand of spooky storytelling. Legendary characters from Haunted Mansion attractions around the world will come out to socialize in mysterious ways throughout the experience, along with a few new seafaring arrivals and an original storyline focused on a ship captain. A custom musical arrangement inspired by the attraction's original score will set the stage for an ever-escalating anthology of illusions that immerse guests into the next chapter of Haunted Mansion Lua. Closive?
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
You know, I love the Haunted Mansion. I think all y'all
Here
know
comes
about
the
that.
butt.
I love that the Haunted Mansion
I just
parlor
met her
is
and I know
going to
she's gonna
be
say
on the
something.
Disney Treasure.
I don't know if you've worked here long enough to get the backlash you're about to, but go right ahead.
Yeah? You
Brace
think so?
yourself, young lady.
Okay, well, this is a Disney, heroes and villains themed ship. What is Haunted
Yeah, it's
Mansion doing
wild,
on
right?
this ship?
Yeah, I would
It
agree.
looks like they're saving a little money by duplicating two different venues.
Well, let's save
But-
that conversation, I think, for the very end of all the announcements, because
Okay.
I do know there is more to say about that, especially
Okay.
with some of the other stuff we're going to talk about too.
I
'cause-
just feel like there's so many other stories they could have told with this rather than doing another Haunted Mansion parlor, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So-
And you got 3 new ships, and 2 of them have the same bar, and 1 of them doesn't. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My 2
Huh.
cents.
I think different itineraries. The ships are going on different itineraries, so they want different
Yeah.
people. Some people are never going to go on a 7-night. They're always going to go on the shorter.
Right.
cruise.
that is true.
They
Yeah.
want to they want to experience the Haunted Mansion too.
Listen, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think they've also realized, I'm assuming it's got to be from like the feedback, but like the idea that they're like, oh shoot, why didn't we do this sooner? Also, I have a really strong feeling, and I would not be surprised if maybe this is a D23 announcement. I have no idea. This is literally me just shooting an arrow in the dark. But I'm going to assume that there is going to be an announcement about a land-bound
I think so,
Haunted
too.
Mansion bar somewhere. There has to be.
Well, we were
right?
even just
Like,
talking about like we would want a Tip Top Club, you know, and obviously that is more theme park centric rather than it being on the ships. But I don't know. I just feel like there are definitely other stories that they could have done rather than carbon copying. And I see
Like
your
what?
point.
Someone ban Steve Porter from the chat. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He said I was right. Thank
Yeah.
you, Steve.
Always right. Runs
Thank
away.
you. You passed the test. I mean, like, if they went in more with the heroes and villains, honestly, like, a Hercules themed, like, Hades kind of lair would be cool, and do, like,
Hell
themed.
on the ship.
Why not?
Yeah.
They're already, Hercules
I
is
mean-
part of the ship, so.
Mr. Toad's
Canon.
Wild Ride.
Mr. Toad's Wild. Oh my God. Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be great.
I mean,
no, and
really, that would
Actually,
make
in
sense.
Sentinel.
That would be in the
thought,
beer.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's literally beer in that attraction.
There
I
is.
want to talk to Teresa, please.
No.
I've even
Why?
thought
We'll
like
have our
a
conversation.
rough and tough
Yeah,
Star
sorry, we're
Wars
not invited.
Oh,
rough and tough
okay.
Star Wars cantina that like is the opposite of what we have on the Wish
Right.
because it was very polished, like Galactic Star Cruiser looking, which
Right.
also seems like it was kind of cost cutting. But yeah, I want like an adventurous like heroes and villains Star Wars bar, maybe
Like the
I don't
pirates
know.
pushing me around. You want something more
Yeah, I want
gritty.
something more Han Solo esque, something more
Okay. I can see
Smuggler's
that.
Run.
Okay.
I just
you know,
want to
like
be
that.
shoved.
Well, maybe they'll be mean and hateful ghosts.
I think it's the same story, Teresa.
what
I
era
think
are
it's
they
the
from?
Exact same
yeah, it's
story.
the exact
Right.
same story.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
well, we
sorry.
have a ton more to talk about and not a ton more time to talk about it in. So we are going to keep going. I uploaded the wrong photo right there. I apologize. There's more. Additionally, the Disney Destiny will feature the Aqua Mouse with a quirky new storyline where guests can laugh as they glide along to the Queen of Hearts, Scar, Chernabog, and more find themselves in comical situations. Again, you know, that's based on the Mickey Mouse shorts that have been very popular of the years of recent.
Wow, I love 'em.
I think that's all interesting from this day of announcements. I think what's also interesting, is this guy. No one's talking about it. Oogie Boogie is getting his own dedicated space on the ship.
Heck yeah.
Like, we're not talking about that enough. It literally says it. Let me quote the article, or Disney, I don't know who it was, right here. It says, guests can expect to see popular programs from across the Disney Cruise Line fleet, including a dance party in Oogie Boogie's shipboard lair and an interactive Disney trivia event that often gets interrupted by a cast of Disney villains. So it says he's going to have a lair on the ship.
Interesting.
So,
They do that
yeah.
Oogie Boogie late night party on the ships for adults. That's a thing.
Yeah,
So I
I
wonder if
actually
it's
learned
similar
about
to
that
that.
last night. I had no idea. Yeah.
But we're big Oogie Boogie fans in my house, so
What a controversial position to take, Hannah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Queen of Controversy. It me.
That was all in one day, and guess what? We got even more because there was the next day. So we're going to be hearing some of those marvelous details now because it's about Marvel. Got it? Mm-hmm. I took that from Chloe's article, which maybe she took that from the Disney article. No? Did you make that up?
Sure.
Yeah.
Don't you say sure. Okay.
She's the original.
Calling me out.
The
damn.
Disney Destiny will be home to new spaces and experience inspired by Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Tony Stark, and the Avengers. Heard of them? In addition to some returning favorite elements carried over from the Disney Wish and the Disney Treasure. Cue the photos of Spider-Man. For the first time in DCL history, a Marvel superhero will be the signature Stern character on the Disney Destiny. The larger-than-life sculpture of Spider-Man alongside some spider bots will decorate the filigree on the back of the ship with their spider webs. I think this is really cute. It also leads me to believe that they're going to have some elements of those spider bots in there, bringing that from the Avengers campus in Disney California Adventure.
They sell them on the Disney Wish.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
This one has me got me a little emotional. I'm not gonna lie.
Wakanda forever.
So the Grand Hall in this ship, which is the most prominent gathering space, welcome you to a world of epic. Sorry, I must have written this funny. The Grand Hall is the ship's most prominent gathering space, welcoming you to a world of epic dualities, heroes and villains, adventure and relaxation. Inspired by the rich lore, distinctive style, and vibrant palette of Marvel Studios' Black Panther films, the Grand Hall will be Disney Cruise Line's Kingdom at Sea. I think this is a very, very pretty like atrium area. A stunning statue of T'Challa, the Black Panther, King of Wakanda, will preside over the Grand Hall. I just love the look of this, and it sort of makes me wish they went. And again, this is the conversation we'll have in a second. I wish they had gone just all in then on Marvel, because it feels like it's like Marvel and then a little bit of weird pairings. But I said it. It should be a Marvel themed ship. Anyway, moving on. Before what? Do you have something to say about this?
I want to see more of the chandelier. I'm hoping that's unveiled pretty soon because we just got the little bitty end of it.
Really
and I'm
tall,
also I'm excited to see this space with different lighting packages inside of it, because
I hope there's like a purple, like and blue, like his
something
sort
a
of
little more
energy
dramatic
thing.
for the theming of it. But
How cool is that like T'Challa lives on forever on a Disney ship now?
That
it's
statue
nice.
is
I know.
gorgeous. That's right. I love the
is.
statues in those atriums and the grand halls, whatever you call them, and they're fun. But we're gonna move on before the internet rips me apart about the Marvel ship thing. So the Sanctum. No photo. Will be Disney Cruise Line's first lounge inspired by Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange. This centrally located venue will contain mystical items designed to aid sorcerers in protecting the world, and will also be home to entertainment, a magical array of cocktails, spirits, and coffees, and unique surprises from Doctor Strange's New York Sanctum. New York City.
where is this going to be located? Because we've already covered like the pub, the piano lounge. In the middle, what's the middle space?
I don't know.
Is
It
that the
says
Pirates
centrally
one?
located. That's why I'm like.
Is
Maybe
it like
that's
a
what
coffee
Tiana's
bar?
is.
That's what I was thinking. It's
there
somewhere
you
like
go.
right in the
Yeah.
middle.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah, it's
it feels like
bayou.
if they're gonna do like a show, people have to be able to like see it.
Yeah, and there is kind of like a little stage in the bayou.
I
on the
am
Wish.
guessing it's gonna be. They're basically taking the show that was at Avengers Campus and they're gonna plop it in there, which is fine. Because for me, it was like,
Yeah.
it's whatever. We'll see. You're wondering what this photo is. The Disney Tower Suite will be a Marvel-inspired penthouse honoring Iron Man with a luxurious take on the sleek industrial designs of Tony Stark. Set high in the ship's forward funnel, this one-of-a-kind suite will offer incredible views of the top deck and beyond through an expansive two-story window in nearly 2,000 square feet of living space. You can go right to Hades because my apartment is 1,000 square feet. The the Destiny Tower Suite and all concierge level accommodations will receive a premium level of dedicated service and access to exclusive areas and amenities, including a private sun deck and the concierge lounge, outfitted with art celebrating the Avengers, and will be styled after the sophisticated Manhattan headquarters. This one I'm kind of excited about. World of Marvel is back. For the Disney Destiny, the dining venue will host an out-of-this-world celebration starring Rocket and Groot. You know, I love them. From Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy films. During a tribute to the many superheroes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Groot takes over to organize a surprise party for Rocket. The story will unfold on screen while you eat to the beat of an awesome mix of hit songs and test your knowledge of the Marvel Universe with trivia and activities. Just so people know, there is a life-size Rocket Raccoon just off to my left over here. So
And he comes
I
alive
am a
every
fan.
night.
Everyone
He
complains
does
about
every
him when he
night,
comes
yeah.
in here, but I love him.
He's
It's scaring the
scary.
cleaning ladies,
He's
but
scary.
it is what it is.
I was gonna say I'm excited for this Guardian show at Worlds of Marvel because I wasn't a huge fan of the ones that they had on the Wish, but it seems like this is gonna be the same one on the Treasure too, right?
Yeah, so it's another duplicate.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll ever do like a little Groot animatronic that goes around a la Olaf at the Frozen.
You mean
dinner
like the
show.
one they
Like
showed
Olaf,
on
yeah.
that Disney Imagineering thing that
You
we
mean
never
like
got
one
in
that
the
they've
park?
created?
Yeah,
Oh, shoot.
seriously. Should.
Love that.
Should. Love that.
Yeah.
I want to be Groot's mama. He's just so cute.
He's so cute.
He just
He's got good values, good morals.
Yeah.
A strong head on his
he's a
shoulders.
teenager. Then he's
Yeah, but that's
that sap
relatable.
everywhere.
I was just about to say something bad. You're a bad influence.
Well-
on this I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
Okay, no, it's not about being quiet. It's just we do have a lot more to go through. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's still more Marvel stuff in Disney's Oceaneer Club. Kids aged 3 to 10 will become the heroes of their own adventures at Marvel Superhero Academy, a high-tech Avengers headquarters where young recruits are trained to be the next generation of superheroes alongside some of their favorite Avengers. Then there's going to be a bunch of returning favorites as well. There's the Broadway-style productions of Frozen, a musical spectacular, and Disney Sees the Adventure will take place in the Walt Disney Theater. We have Pirate Night will include Pirates Rockin' Parlay Party, the nighttime spectacular featuring a live rock band and fireworks at sea. We have Hero Zone, a sports arena where your family can compete in the Incredibles themed obstacles, courses, and free play sports. There's Disney Uncharted Adventure, which will be an interactive experience that uses your mobile device. Can't even get away from a cell phone at sea. Good Lord. You can watch the first run of the Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm movies in the Wonderland and Neverland cinemas. There's the Upper Deck District, themed to Mickey and Friends. There's a lot. Enchanté, Quiet Cove, Palo Steakhouse, The Rose, Senses Spa, Senses Fitness, Untangled Salon, Hooks Barbery. Those are going to be there. Hooks Barbery, great place to get a old fashioned. The kids clubs are going to be there. The Oceaneer Club, the Small World Nursery, Edge, Vibe. And then on this ship, 1923, which is the ship's third venue for nightly dining rotation, celebrating the legacy of Disney animation in an elegant Hollywood glamour setting, including more than 1,000 drawings and props on display. This time, the showcase films will include Hercules, Sleeping Beauty, Big Hero 6, Wreck-It Ralph, and more.
More? I've seen that.
Yeah.
More?
You've seen more?
I've seen more.
Oh, Julianne?
There's a lot about it. There's a lot in
Julianne
more.
more?
Yeah.
I mislabeled a photo here, but I feel like there was a photo in the article, but I'm pretty sure it was the old one. But the Disney Destiny is going to set sail year-round from Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, beginning in November 2025. The ship will embark on an inaugural season of 4- and 5-night cruises to the Bahamas and the Western Caribbean, including visits to one or both of Disney Cruise Line's island destinations, Disney Castaway Cay and Disney Lookout Cay. Castaway Club members can book an inaugural season cruise as early as September 6, 2024, and inaugural bookings go on sale to the general public on September 12th, 2024. If you'd like to receive a free, no obligation quote about one of those cruises, guess where you can go?
Dreams
Teckles at Dreams Unlimited Travel.
Dreams Unlimited Travel. Just email Teckles.
Don't email me. Yeah, I can't help you with that stuff.
I will add to that. If you're interested, put in a quote request way before the day that you can book. So we're queued up and ready to do it that day.
Yeah.
Don't do it the day. Or you can if you're last minute, but if you do it the day that you're ready to book, you're going to get farther into the day. You want to be able to do it first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
So
and that does make a difference.
It makes a huge difference. The price goes up as the week goes on.
Oh, for sure it does.
And you want to make sure that,
I priced it was inaugural sailing on the Treasure for a client, and I priced it again like 3 months later, and it was like $1,500 more. Yeah. It's real money.
Same
months.
exact.
Yeah.
Apples to apples, and it does make a huge difference. So if you are Pearl, which is the first day, gold, silver.
Where's my money, Pearl? Sorry.
Just let us know the week before. Let us know now.
Yeah, and again,
we'll get it ready to go.
When I say no obligation, it means you could just be curious.
Right.
It's okay. They'll check for you. There's no penalty, no harm, no foul. Yeah.
Right.
No, there's no obligation, no money out of your pocket. Just be interested, and the more information you give us, the better. What type of stateroom? Mm-hmm. We got to have the ages of the children. You can't just say. Well, you can just say, put me on this sailing, 2 people. But I'm going to come back to you with 600 emails until we get all the details we need. So.
Well, I do want to know, because Chloe started that conversation a little earlier than when I was done with the announcements. To me, it feels like there's like a weird vibe. I don't get the vibe of this ship. Like, I get that it's heroes and villains, but it like after that Marvel announcement, it does feel a little jumbled. I mean, I am excited for these announcements and these things, and like Teresa said earlier, it's like about the itineraries trying to make some of those really massively popular things accessible to more of the public. And again, that's why I would bet money on there being some sort of land-bound didn't they say they were making like a pirates bar here
Yeah.
somewhere? I don't know if that'll ever come to light. But the haunted, I think Haunted Mansion they'd be foolish not to do it. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
What do you
foolish
guys think of this ship? It doesn't feel as clearly defined as like the treasure does. to me.
Right. Or even the Wish had a lot of cohesive theming too. I mean, this kind of feels like, not to be that person, but this kind of feels like the boy ship with all the Marvel stuff, and the Wish kind of appeals to more girls.
I agree.
Stereotypically. So I mean, if you're a Marvel fan, this seems like a good ship for you. But with the heroes and villains theme, I was anticipating them to dive into maybe each of their stories that they could tell, because they own so much now, and I can't believe there's no Star Wars. Like, heroes and villains, Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, like, what are we doing? I thought that there would be some kind of inkling of Star Wars, but
hello,
I'm
do you
just
not
dreaming
think the
about
ship
Star
would?
Wars weekends.
How amazing would it be if there was like a lightsaber fight at one point?
Oh,
You know how they
I
have the pirate
know.
night. Hello, it's outside and at night. You can have a light up
Yeah.
lightsaber and
Right, yeah.
fight and have it doesn't need to be a spark, but imagine that going at the same time as a fireworks show out.
Right.
Like,
Oh,
off the sea.
incredible.
And those are the TIE fighters or something like that. Hello, Disney. I will also accept a job. Craig Williams is not the only one you can purge. I'm just kidding.
Hot take.
Why did it look like my face was melting when I did that?
Yeah, because I think it was.
I had a lot of caffeine. Sorry.
I don't know if it's because we're getting all these ship announcements back to back and all the details back to back, but this one kind of feels like they're dipping into other venues too much and other shows too much. Like, now that we're going to have Frozen again on this ship and Disney's
Enough.
Easy
And we'll
Adventure,
get
we're obviously getting
Frozen.
one new one, maybe Hercules, maybe a new Lion King iteration or something. But
Give me Mulan.
I
give me
thought
death.
there would be more. I thought there'd be a Mulan designated space on the ship. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting all of this. I mean, I've already said my piece about the Haunted Mansion parlor, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot more stories they could tell if they want to really lean into the heroes and villains, because this is getting into a whole other can of worms. But like the villains beyond Big Thunder Mountain, I feel like they've kind of withheld doing a Fifth Gate theme to villains because there needs to be that heroic, happy ending, good story, and this was the perfect opportunity to go all in with that on a cruise ship.
Yep.
So I don't know, I'm just surprised at the approach that they're doing. But I'm sorry, go ahead, Teresa.
That's okay. I feel like they have to add other things in because of villains. If you just go with all villains, that is going to turn off so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because and just because a lot of people with younger children,
They're afraid.
be
they're
scary.
not gonna go for it. I just feel like it would limit them too much. They have to put something on there.
But there's
I
also heroic stories you could tell too.
True.
Right, the good
Without
conquering
repeating so
evil,
much.
like a Phantasmic,
Right.
kind of.
Yeah, I was honestly hoping.
Yeah,
Teresa
I
kinda
can't.
like
Yeah,
Phantasm.
just do a Phantasmic cruise ship.
Sorcerer Mickey.
Fantastic cruise.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm less excited about the Destiny than I am the Treasure. It's funny that Chloe mentioned it kind of being more centered around like, a boy theme, whereas
A boy theme. It's not.
well, not
We're not supposed to do that anymore.
Well,
Boys and girls.
sure.
It should be all together. But the grand
Well,
hall.
and I will
But,
say
I
that
mean,
I
Grand
will.
hall. I found very blah.
Oh no, the thing I was most excited about.
I'm sorry, Ryan, son. I just
Son.
I just feel like
Sorry, baby.
maybe in person it will wow me, but just looking at the picture, it was just like it just seems
But it should wow us, because I feel like everything
It should
in
be.
Black Panther, like all of those beautiful prints and
Mm-hmm.
things like that, they really should pull from those beautiful colors and fabrics. But I
Well,
mean,
Chloe made a good point that could come with other lighting
It could.
packages, and maybe this is just like kind of that basic look, and then it'll light up in different ways.
I
and stuff,
will
but-
say, so I'm a boy mom. I have a son who's very into superheroes and Oogie Boogie and all these things. And so as much as like he does like, like he likes Frozen and some of those classic princess stories, I feel like The Wish is much more that way. And so this is almost like a counterpoint to that. Like The Wish is the fairy tale and the princess stories. And
Well, how do you all feel
those
about
kind
the
of
classic
things.
ships, the originals? Do you feel
Those are my
like
favorite.
they're dated?
I don't really
I
have.
don't feel
I
like
don't.
they are.
Not at all.
I don't think they're dated or anything, but it is also one of those where I also don't think that they're necessarily like theme
They're not
as heavy.
themed,
as
Right.
and
these.
I'm
That's
happy
right.
with that.
Yeah.
I like going on, and I feel like I'm on an ocean liner from, the Art Deco age.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, and they are my absolute favorites. But I do enjoy the others too. But it's just...
I think in with what you just said, that the old time, like the cruise liner, I do feel like, not in a rude way, but this ship doesn't feel like it's going to be as elegant. Although, however, I think the Black Panther atrium will be the most elegant part of the ship, and the Tony Stark suite that we'll never be able to afford. And if you guys can, please pay off my student loans. But
chicken titties, and
I think it costs more than I have like $80,000 in debt, and I think it costs more than that. You said than for like a 3-day night in that thing, But regardless, it doesn't feel like it has quite that. It has more of that sort of, I don't want to say adventure feel, but it definitely feels a little more in line with kind of the theme park approachability as opposed to the luxury approachability.
I feel like they're trying to tick off all of these little boxes. Okay, this is what we have to do to make these people happy, and we're going to do these things to try to pull in those type of people, or those people that enjoy that type of thing. Yeah. But like I said, I feel like they've got to have something on every ship that will appeal to everybody, because if you've got a little girl that has never seen anything that has anything to do with a lot of these, or even a little boy, they're going to walk around and think they won't appreciate it. Yeah. You know, because not every little kid's going to want to, you know.
I wonder.
Sorry. I just want to say we have to move along. So,
So
we can't talk about this forever.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about it in Patreon.
We can,
I think
absolutely. And I do want to say I'm still excited for the ship. I think it's actually a great time to be a Disney Cruise Line fan, because there's actually we've got a little update on the Treasure here. And
she
that
floats.
is, the Disney Treasure has floated out of the building where it was built in the Meyer Werft shipyard on purpose, from what I understand. The ship will now dock in the shipyard's harbor as the work continues on the inside. For those like me that don't know, when a ship floats out of the building, it signifies the completion of the vessel's exterior. So it's a lot of fun. Now, for everybody out there who doesn't give a hoot about the oceans, hey man, you should. They're warming up. The ice caps are melting. But we're going to move on, and we're going to talk about Disneyland. We're going to bring this ship to shore and talk about those Disneyland happenings. So first up over there are some very cute costumes. There's a beginning September 3rd, 2024, guests visiting the Disneyland Resort can soon get into the spirit of the fall season with the new Mickey's Autumn Adventures at Storytellers Cafe in Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa. This is all you care to enjoy restaurant, which will feature seasonal decor and Mickey and friends dressed in their new autumn attire. Dining reservations are open now, and apparently Goofy's Kitchen out there is also getting some seasonal love, with Goofy's Kitchen celebrates Halloween at the Disneyland Hotel. More of that to be announced soon. I do love a fall theme, especially.
I know. I wish I could do
a Halloween theme. I didn't know that Goofy's Kitchen did a Halloween overlay. Is that new for this year? Anybody
Maybe
know?
because that springtime one.
Hang on, I was there last October.
I don't remember one.
I remember something Halloweeny being in there. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at pictures.
Well,
we were in there when. Yeah, there is something. I feel like there was something.
Well, clearly none of us have done it, I don't think.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to.
Because I was out there last October.
Yeah.
That would have been the time frame, right?
Yeah.
Did you get tickets to Oogie Boogie? Are you doing that this year?
No, and the thing about Oogie Boogie is when we don't plan ahead, Oogie Boogie basically sells out on the first day. And so I bought them for friends who had wanted them, but I was like, I don't know if
I know. Not,
so,
yeah. Sorry,
so I couldn't pick a date. So that was I was not in my new role yet when that happened. So
maybe next year.
We also got this. So Disney announced that a new Skipper's Adventure mug, referred to as the ninth wonder of the world, will be available at Disneyland Resort starting Thursday, August 8th. Guests can purchase the mug by utilizing mobile order within the Disneyland app through the Trader Sam's mug release listing on August 8th, 2024. The artist Muki Sato will be signing from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on August 8th. Guests can place their mobile order as early as 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on August 8th. There is a limit of 2 mugs per order as supplies are limited. The mug comes with the Skipper Sipper beverage, which features tropical juices, agave nectar, falernum mint, and fresh lime juice topped with soda water. That sounds gross. But this mug looks really cute, and
Yes, it
I was out there in June when they did the
cute.
release of the Yeti mug, and I have to tell you, the mobile order system that they do out there, it was like flawless. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah, at least for me. I mean, I set
wait.
the alarm and woke up.
Yeah.
5:55 a.m. Who doesn't love all these things? But speaking of fun merch, Chloe's pretty excited for this next fella.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Also, beginning August 8th, the Haunted Mansion 55th Anniversary Hatbox Ghost Zipper will be with new haunting sounds as materializing at Disneyland Park. All right. Yeah. She's ready. Are you ready to stand in the line that I guarantee you will be like an hour? How
Heck
long would you wait?
On Disneyland Day?
Well, on the day it comes out, otherwise you're not getting it.
I mean, I can visualize the line and say whether or not I'd wait in it and see how long it's. I mean, 30 minutes?
How long would you wait, Teresa?
For something I really wanted.
Yeah. Like that mug, or like if that mug had been standby, or the zipper or something like that.
I'd probably wait an hour.
Wait an hour? Okay.
I'd wait an hour, but I'd also need somebody to trade out with me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd have to have snackage
Yeah.
Right.
and
like,
a beverage.
Hey, you hold the
Well,
line.
okay,
I'll go get
an
a
hour or
beignet.
two, and I need snackage and a beverage. Thank you.
Yeah, and maybe a bathroom
Got
break.
an idea,
And
person
maybe some
here.
shade. I don't,
Yeah.
Not in the hot sun if it's hot.
Well,
and I'm
you gotta
sweating,
pack.
then-
You gotta pack your UV
Fan.
umbrella. You got your fan. You got your little sippy pouch.
So if
whatever.
I'm prepared, an hour.
Hey, it's
Okay.
hot this week in Disneyland. Highs are in the 90s. Not like
oh.
here, but
I saw on Thursday it was
Warm.
85, and I was looking forward
Warm.
to that low of 85. But
ooh, burr.
well, we are going to be out there. Before we go, I do want to take just a few minutes to talk about D23. Mention any updates that we've had. We are going to be, Chloe and myself will be out there for the D23 day at Disneyland. She's thrilled. I'm thrilled.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
We're going to get those ears, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm waking up at 5:55. Set my alarm for that mug, for those ears, and then I'm gonna I'll toss Chloe a corn dog while she waits in line for the
Snackage.
yeah for the her sipper, and
Thank
I'll
you.
say buy me one too.
Yeah,
And she'll
exactly.
say you can go right down to I don't know where I'm going with that.
I got you a corn dog. We're even, right?
Yeah. So I did see that Disney wants people for if you are somebody who has tickets for D23, if you are someone who has tickets to the Honda Center things, which happen at night this year instead of in the morning in the convention center, they're happening down the street at the Honda Center. You have to give yourself 90 minutes of travel time. And there is free Disney bus transportation from the convention center to the Honda Center, but 90 minutes. I mean, it's wild. I mean, I get it.
I think it's accurate.
It's a lot of people to move. It's going to be like, I mean, how many does that stadium hold? 20 to 30,000? I don't know. But it kind of sucks because for me, I have the Goofy Movie panel that I did get into, and that starts at like 5 or 5:30 on Friday. And then I also got into the animation panel that has like Lauren Bouchard and Mike Judge and
Timing
Seth
is killing
MacFarlane.
me.
And that's like 5:30. And the thing is that, and I just like, it's a bummer. I mean, like, I get it. It's supposed to help deal with crowds, but does it really? It feels very unfair to the people who spent even more money to be there. And I'm not saying that whoever spends the most money gets the most things, but I thought that element of this was supposed to be so that they could get more money.
Well,
that was
there
part
you
of
go.
it. But more people into the Honda Center so that you could have more people experiencing those big things.
No, I mean, I was going through the D23 app and adding things to my schedule, and honestly, the D23 ticket prices are too high to schedule all the good panels, all the better panels later in the day versus the Honda Center. I shouldn't have to choose between the Bob's Burgers, King of the Hill, Family
Simpsons,
Guy,
yeah.
Simpsons panel versus the Parks panel. Like, that's insane
Yeah.
to me. But literally, like, the top two
Because that
panels
seems
are...
as big as that's like a big panel for me. In a
Me
lot
too.
of
Right.
I mean,
Me
those
too.
are literally the most important figures I would argue in animation outside of like a Disney movie. Not even outside
No,
of Disney. I would even
absolutely.
say
That's
even
my
more.
childhood.
Yeah.
King of the Hill and The Simpsons are my
like
childhood.
40 years in
And
the
Bob's
making.
Burgers is my adulthood. Like, I'm upset.
And King
I'm
of the Hill's coming
upset.
back.
I think we're going to see
Yeah,
like
King
maybe
of the Hill
30
is coming
minutes
back.
of it, but
I don't know, but
Bob's Burgers. Hang on.
yeah.
I think I've seen that.
You love that show.
The one of the girls, they like horses, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
Tina.
obsessed with the horses. Yeah.
Okay.
She loves horses and butts.
and butts, yeah.
She took a horse.
Zombies.
Was out horseback riding. I do remember that episode. Okay.
The other thing about this too is like, so to be able to go to Mickey's of Glendale or like the Disney Marketplace, you have to join a virtual queue. Guess what time the virtual queue opens?
For real,
I was just
yeah.
guessing.
4 a.m.
No, for real.
Teresa.
I was
We
just
literally-
guessing.
I
No.
started scheduling my alarms for this weekend. 4 a.m. for the merchandise drops. For the merchandise.
Yeah,
virtual
so
queue
that
drops.
means you're
I'm-
setting your
oh.
alarm for 3:55.
Not gonna sleep.
Right.
Yeah, and I
Which
was
means
just
at
like,
that point you're
okay.
up because it's, East Coast
Oh, I was
versus,
just
versus West Coast
joshing.
time. I mean,
Oh my God.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
No, and then
And,
your next like REM cycle, your dream is guaranteed to be whether or not you got the virtual queue drop. Like between 4 a.m. and 5:30, I'm gonna be dreaming whether or not I got it or yeah.
Well, and then there's a 1 p.m. one as well, but it's just
Yeah.
it's kind of insanity to me, and it's also
it's
there
crazy.
is an element though. I do want to tell people, anybody who's like going or anybody who's like getting a little bit of FOMO. I think a lot of the merchandise. This is what happened the last D23, is also available on the Disney store.
Oh,
Like
okay.
shop, I don't know, whatever shop Disney's called.
It's
now. The Disney
DisneyStore.com
store.
again.
Yeah,
They're not
and
going to
they
have the Mickeys of Glendale though.
what?
They're not going to have.
Well,
Mickey's
the
of
Right,
Glendale
right,
one,
right,
no,
right.
but like, yeah, that's true. But we also, I don't think, unless you watch somebody's video, you're not going to really see. Watch my video.
So you're not actually going to Mickey's of Glendale.
No,
it's a
they have a
pop-up.
pop-up.
It's a
Yeah,
pop-up.
yeah. It's
Okay.
a pop-up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll send you photos, or I'll send you the video if there is a video overview of it or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the most I can out of this. But Chloe's written an article that might be interesting too to people.
Might
or
be
multiple.
interesting.
It is
Might be.
multiple
I don't
articles.
know. I don't know.
And
Wasting my
it's
time.
called D23 Hype, Walt Disney World announcements we hope for. She's doing a Disneyland one as well. Chloe, before we go, is there a couple of like big ones that stood out to you?
Do you want realistic or do you want wish list
I
items?
I want the realistic thing that you legitimately would think. And it's wild because it's one of those where we could do an examination and go back. I feel like how many D23s have I been to where they talked about an Avengers attraction,
I
an Avengers
know.
Gambus, and every time there's a D23, it's a different attraction, and you're
Yeah.
like, are you guys ever?
This will
gonna
be
build
the
something
third.
there?
This will be the third quote expo. They're not calling it an expo anymore. This will be the third iteration of a D23 expo where they talk about this attraction. And I feel like the concept art should be the same, but hopefully we get more details on that. That is probably the one that I'm most excited for, realistically. Everything else dropping for Walt Disney World, we kind of already know about. I mean, I want hard and fast details about what's beyond Big Thunder Mountain. What's in the box?
Oh, if they're
What's
actually
beyond
even
Big
doing
Thunder
that, yeah.
Mountain? Yeah,
Right.
they have to be, right?
I think so. Or give us a fifth park. I feel like it's one or the other.
I don't foresee
Or
a fifth
both.
park.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I mean,
fifth
that would be a
park-
wish list for me. It would be both.
Yeah,
but-
fifth park. We need more capacity, period, in Orlando's parks. But I feel like Hollywood Studios and the Animal Kingdom need a lot more before they could even do a fifth park. Because
Yeah.
both those parks
Yeah.
only have like 9 or 10 attractions.
Studios
Uh,
is my top.
Epcot needs more stuff too. I don't care what
Epcot.
anybody
Yeah,
says.
but-
It's not accessible to younger people as much as it is to. It is definitely an eating and drinking. And yes, there is Guardians of the Galaxy, and they're redoing Test Track and Soarin'. But it's overall, I was like,
Moana.
it needs something a little bit more. I think. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we got the nighttime show and everything right now, but
Well,
it's
what's
just
going on with
like,
the Play Pavilion? That is some prime real estate right next to Guardians of the
I don't-
Galaxy,
I don't
one of their
think that's
hottest
huge.
attractions, and it's a huge footprint with nothing going on. So what's going on with that?
Do you think we will realistically get an announcement about what is going to happen to Dinoland and Animal Kingdom?
Yes.
Yes.
We're definitely going to hear about that, and I'm ready to cry.
I think there is definitely going to be Disney Cruise Line information
shouldn't
because
laugh. I feel the same.
they've been releasing stuff nonstop. I could definitely see Dinoland stuff, but I do think that there's going to be. I worry that it's going to be a lot of like what happened last time. I mean, I don't actually think they will do this again, the Blue Sky stuff, because I think the feedback was pretty negative about that in terms of what you said, where everyone was like, "Oh, it's an announcement about maybe announcements, but not real announcements."
Disney's in a very interesting position now with they've come forward and said that they're spending $60 billion worldwide in their parks.
Yeah.
And $17 billion alone for Walt Disney World, and I forget the number for Disneyland. So that lined up with, I know that they're, they say it doesn't affect them at all, but Epic Universe.
Yeah.
This is like prime time for them to announce
Yes.
big things and actually announce things, not just blue sky concepts. And I feel like a large part of this one might be about Disneyland with their Disneyland Forward project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to signal to you that you're talking over your mic. And not to
Oh,
your
I'm
mic.
sorry. I thought you were like,
Like a
you want to
kissy.
say something.
Yeah, it looks like
I've
you were
noticed
casting
you
So
were
sorry.
doing the
over there.
show,
So
and I was trying to be
sorry.
like, just push it back
I'm still a baby.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, the Disneyland Forward project.
I think that's going to be the big. I think it's going to be a lot of like we've gotten the approval.
Yeah.
And
well, let's talk about it. Like
start,
not
not brainstorming, but
Yeah.
they're going to be getting like locals excited, anybody excited, because I think it's also like. I think that's where the major investment is going to be for the Walt Disney Company right now in the domestic parks. And I think like Disney World, we're big and massive, and we've got the hotels and stuff like that. And unfortunately, it's one of those where you're like, they're probably like, the thing with Disney World is it is that big. The perception I think in the company is that idea that it is this once in a lifetime trip, and so
no, Disney World is marketed for families that visit every 5 years. It is not for the local. It's not for the annual pass holder. It's not the once every year families. But I gotta tell you, my gut says they're gonna make some big moves with Disney World. Like maybe that's wishful thinking, but I think they can't afford not to, because there has been so much blue sky. I think Epic Universe, it's a real thing that they're thinking about. I think there have been things in the works for a long time. You said $17 billion. That's a lot of money. And I also so I'm going out Saturday just for the parks panel.
Yeah.
And
that
all
leads
of
me to believe
our
there's something big.
All of our Disney partners just keep emphasizing, like, this is the biggest D23 ever. It's going to be huge.
Also,
I don't know if they know
I just want to
anything.
emphasize that's not a parks panel. It is an experiences
Oh,
panel.
yes,
so it's going to
correct.
be everything. So it will also be cruise line, and I think ABD, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everything in there.
Right. It
So,
could be story living.
Yeah. I honestly, I think we're going to hear more about that.
Yeah,
too.
I think so too.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm with you in that same way where it is like, why would they bring so many people out for just that day?
Right.
So I do think there will be something.
I'll
big
be
headline.
mad if they don't. I will just put it that way. Like, maybe it's wishful thinking, but I'm going to be very disappointed next week if I'm like, well, I was wrong. It was all Disneyland. And
Right. I mean, work-wise, I'm nervous about being overloaded with things, but also I want it all. I want all those headlines. I want big news to happen. So,
And I think sorry to bounce back just a little bit before we have to say goodbye.
Yeah.
I think one of you said something about Epic Universe, and I don't really think. It's not necessarily like, what's Disney's response? What's Disney's answer? I think that Disney fans, particularly fans of Walt Disney World, I think it's like framed incorrectly, is that right now we see in Orlando, there is of two companies that are massive employers, massive vacation destinations, is that one of them is really being like, we're innovating off the charts right now. We are creating all these things, these new types of attractions, these new shows, this new experience, all this stuff. And the other one is just kind of like, I don't care. And it's kind of like, I don't want necessarily something in a response. I want you to say, this is how we're also innovating. Or like, we are the people that were the original innovators, and this is why. So it's like, I don't need
good,
a new
healthy
theme park.
competition.
I just want to know that I just want to know that they care, that there is a theme park being
No,
built down the street.
I think everything they're going to announce has been in the works. Like, that's just my gut feeling. Because it was the same thing with Tiana's Bayou. Everybody thought that was a response, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
That had been planned for years and years. So I think everything they're going to announce is not necessarily a response to Epic Universe, but I think maybe the PR side of it, or maybe how quickly they're going to move on it now. But I don't think these are new ideas where they're like, we're combating a Donkey Kong ride with
with this
whatever.
exactly.
I don't think so.
I want that to be the angle where they come out with announcements, like more firmness. Like, I'm looking at you, Cherry Tree Lane. What the heck? I know there was a pandemic, but good Lord. You picked your biggest iconic Disney legend, and you were like, man, we don't need it.
No, seriously, that was in my wish list of things because actually originally, I'll be quick. Originally, Peter Pan's flight at Walt Disney World was supposed to be a Mary Poppins dark ride. And we eventually got Peter Pan's flight. Yeah, I know, right? I know you'd be upset about that.
The reason why Walt Disney World exists is they used the money from Mary Poppins to buy the land is the big, that was the big success.
Girl.
And it's like, why don't we honor that here?
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. And I agree. I do want Cherry Tree Lane to happen, but I didn't want it to happen the way that
Yeah.
Bob Chapek wanted it to
I
happen.
thought it
at
was going to be a
Epcot.
ride. I didn't know it was like a.
It was going to be like a
teacup.
spinny
Yeah.
ride
Yeah.
with some screens. It wasn't going to be the best. So if they have the space for it, I would love to see a dark ride be put into the UK Pavilion for
I
sure.
mean, it doesn't even need to be
Snaps for
there.
that.
I don't care anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah.
Anywhere in Walt Disney World
Yeah.
property. Put it Disney Springs for all
It's
I
such
care.
quintessential
Like,
live
Really
action
quick,
Disney.
What is Teresa's vote? You've been
Yeah.
quiet. Give us your hot
have been
take.
quiet.
I'm just taking it all in. I mean, I've
We're
never
getting
been to
fired
a
up.
D23, so I don't. I'm anxious.
Well, what
to
do you
hear
hope for the
y'all-
parks though? Like, what do you want to see?
I would like another gate. I would.
Yeah.
I think another
Yeah.
park would be nice.
with any like theme in particular.
No, it doesn't. I'm really.
Just wanna
I'm
see
just excited
Teresa's
about
park.
something new.
Just some games.
Yeah.
Teresa's
Cats.
the park
The
icon.
Edna Mode Park.
Oh, yes.
I just.
Listen, that would be a really cool looking park because it would be all like mid-century
Right.
modern
Yep.
design, cool, very sleek,
Yeah.
very like fun. Imagine
Oh, I
music,
know.
the lounges, the bar, like all that across the board.
I all the things that have gone in the past that are no longer around. I think if it would bring back some older things.
Like what? What's your favorite?
I don't really care. I like that retro feel. I like
Yeah.
that. I want that.
Teresa-
I want to go into a park and I want to feel. I want to feel
feel
comforted
something.
and good. I want to feel
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I just want to. You know how certain people go into a park and they want
You're
certain
going for the
things
vibe.
make them happy. I go for the vibe.
Yeah, I
go
do
for
too.
I go for the. I don't necessarily go for the rides. I just want to go and I want it to make me
Soak
happy.
in.
I want it to make me feel
Your
good.
happy place.
I do
Yeah.
feel like like on that note with what Teresa said is that's the thing I think I'm finally realizing that Disneyland excels at is
Yeah.
kind of like their, I know it's smaller, I know it's whatever, but it is really because of that. I feel like a lot of stuff's a little more fine tuned. So I feel like the vibes of the different areas and things that they're putting through come through a lot stronger. It's like the difference between lighting a candle in a small room versus the giant room. And it's
Right.
like, I feel like you get a lot more of the notes and the subtlety there, whereas like still saying like, oh, I know there's a candle lit here and I know it's here and I can, whereas like when you're in the other thing, it's just, you're enveloped by it. And I think that's really cool. But if you do want to read more about Chloe's article, you can head over to wdwinfo.com.
Yeah.
Articles.
I'll link it in the chat now.
And
too.
of course, stay tuned as well, because, like I said, if you're watching this, thumbs up, you subscribe to the channel, click that bell, and you'll get notified whenever we do the shows this week or whenever we upload them. I'll probably record them and then upload them, just because I don't think there's going to be a stable enough internet connection out there. Also, if you do want to get in on the chat and vacation planning, things like that, we do have our what is the Disboards called?
www.info.com.
No, the Disboards.
They're
What are
called
those
the
called?
Disboards.
Messages,
Oh,
message
forums.
boards.
Oh, okay.
Forums. I was like, the word fell out of my brain right when I
I'm
went
like,
to
what are
say
those
it.
things
it is called the
called?
Yeah,
Disboards.
what's the internet?
Or the peep on the boards.
So yeah, over there there are some of the most detail-oriented Disney fans that you will find on planet Earth. So at disboards.com, you can check out there. There's a bunch of threads that'll help you out with D23 planning, people that are incredibly smarter and more detail-oriented than me. And of course, if you are looking to plan any of these vacations, anything like that, we've got Teresa. We've got Hannah. Teresa told you her email. Hannah, you want to say yours again?
Surprise, surprise. It's Hannah at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com.
And Teresa, what's yours? One more time.
Techols, TECHOLS at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com.
And then, of course, you can also just head over to dreamsunlimitedtravel.com and get a free no obligation quote on any of these experiences. Disney Cruise Line, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Adventures by Disney. Kevin would love to help you out planning one of those. There's some really interesting adventures coming up. And yeah, so that is going to do it for this week's show. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. And if you are, again, watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, get notified whenever we publish new content, like the slew of stuff that's coming this weekend that I'm just going to keep repeating over and over again. But if you are listening to this, please rate and review the podcast wherever you consume your podcasts. Don't forget about Dreams Unlimited Travel when planning that next vacation. And to our Patreon supporters, don't go anywhere, because after a small break, we're going to be doing our live post show for anyone who's in that $5 and up tier. Again, patreon.com/DizUnlimited. Thank you again, everyone, and we are going to see you out in California.
California.